Hey everyone, it's Leandra at the Lexington facility for New Vocations Racehorse Adoption Program. Today for our Trainer Tip Tuesday, we're going to focus on a topic that I like to call making respect routine. And to help me demonstrate this, we have Resiliency, whose barn name is Bounce. And he is a 6-year-old thoroughbred gelding. He stands around 16'2", and he has started in work under saddle with us. You can see he's a little excited because it's also feed time, which means it's the perfect time to try to get him to focus on the exercise that we're going to show you today. So I'm going to walk around a little bit. But what we mean by making respect routine is just touching on the concept that if you work with a horse consistently on the ground to make sure that respect is something that is emphasized and made as part of your routine, that when you're working with them under saddle, you're going to be setting them up for success, as well as your partnership with them on the same track for success, much better than if you don't make it routine. And horses are big, they really like routine, they really like pattern. So if you can incorporate it into your schedule, if you can make it something that is not just a once in a while thing that you ask for respect, then they're going to find that pattern to be something that's set. So repetition makes it key, makes it part of their pattern. So again, demonstrating this. Say you're walking and you have a horse who's pushy, likes to step on your heels. What I like to do with all the horses is occasionally ask them to stop and then back up. And by getting them out of your space, you're also putting yourself in a leadership role, because if you notice horses in turnout, the horse who commands the direction, so stop, go, going one direction, going the other direction, that horse is generally a leader. If you can control their feet, you are generally a controlling member of the herd. So you're going to, when you're walking at different intervals, ask them to stop, and then asking for backup. You can see I can ask him by pressing on his chest with a little pressure on his nose. And that is a great step if you have a horse who's not used to backing up or isn't great about backing up. You really don't want to just be yanking on their face. You want to minimize the amount of face pressure, because that's going to be a real manipulating force under saddle. But then you're going to be able to apply the same concepts when you're under saddle. You want to be able to stop and back up at different intervals. It's going to really help you in transitions. It's going to really help you to get them using their hind end and building their overall top line, as well as the mental aspect of having them respect you. You're checking back in with them. So again, it's as simple as this. Try it at home. See what you think. They're asking them to stop. So you can see I pulse here and then release. If he needs a little help, I use the chest, get him to back up. He's out of my space. He's thinking about food now, but he's being respectful. And if you make that part of your routine, you're going to be setting yourself up for success on the ground, under saddle, in your partnership with the horse. And it's going to help you on the physical side of things with being able to get them to go into better transitions, create a more well-rounded horse. So physically and mentally, it's just going to do you a whole lot of good. And try it at home. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining us today on our Trainer Tip Tuesday about making respect routine.